What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you tune into the channel and check out the content. And with that being said, man, with this podcast, man, or this video, I just wanted to send a warning out to single black mothers, right? When it comes to their, having their sons be athletes and entertainers. And so when you look at like the big athletes and the big entertainers who come from single mothers, man, it just seems like always end in tragedy. Or they never really have a happy ending, right? And take, for example, like Biggie Smalls and Tupac, right? And their mothers watch their sons explode in the music industry. And how at by the time it was all over, both of those mothers had lost both their sons. Then you go to current times and you see what happened with what was the guy named P. Diddy, right? And he everything he has went through, like, and not to say that he's a victim of anything, but the same thing is that there's still not a happy ending there for for the single mother and whose son who reached the top of his industry, his profession, right? And all the public embarrassment and stuff that came with that, and the heartbreak that that she probably is feeling. It's good in the beginning, you riding high on your son's success, and the son feel good for being able to support his mother. Like Tupac said, it feel good putting money in your mailbox, right? And so for black sons, that's yeah, I mean, it really feel good. And the same thing with Jay-Z. Right now, Jay-Z is starting to have some, some issues publicly, and all these different allegations and stuff was coming out from Jay-Z. Again, that's another single black mother whose son had reached the pinnacle of his, of his career and the industry that he's in. Then you take LeBron James, right? LeBron James, where he come from, humble beginnings, him and his mother. Uh and now, and again, as a young man, he felt good being able to change his mother's life, the person who stuck by him and took care of him from day one. And that's a good feeling, man. He probably take pride in that, feel real good about being able to do that. But now it's looking like LeBron James is coming down towards the end of his career, and maybe things might go in the same direction that it always goes for athletes and entertainers who come from single um parent homes, right? Because it just seems like it's like, and this is by design, in my opinion. It just seems like um it just sets you up so they can tear you down. And so what I want to do though is show a video of a little clip of a lady who is she's a single mother too, right? And I like this lady. So this is not a like this is not a I'm not criticizing her, because she's a single mother and she's raising a son. Her son plays baseball and football, and they come across my timeline from time to time. And she's, I mean, I'm sure she's doing her best. And her son, you listen to her son, he's very well mannered, and he wants to probably be just like, LeBron James, like take care of his mother, do the best, make her proud. And with the way that, like I said, I just don't feel like these situations have happy endings. So let me play this video of this lady and her son, and I'm gonna react to it. Hold up.
It's good?
Yes, ma'am. Ma, I don't got a mic.
Oh, we're not gonna mic him up. It's just gonna be me by myself. Okay. He ain't gonna be able to go in no room. No, he ain't gonna be able to go in no room with him. No, What, y'all got a peephole or something? I can look through, or what? Just he can pull up a chair right over here. Yeah, Zarge, go and get you a chair and sit over there. Which camera should I look in? This one, the one up top, or the? My name is T, and I am a single mom of a 10-year-old little boy named Czar. Well, wait. What kind of questions are we asking? I thought the interview was about me being a single mom. You, the producer, you came up with these questions. So I want to know, I thought the documentary was about a single mom and my routine and all that. Why you got these people asking me about my baby daddy? What is this? What kind of scam y'all running? So you can do this. I can give you your microphone and I can go on.
All right. So, like I said, and I just use this video because there's red flags, right? This woman thought that, they were going to talk about her and her son. She don't really want to get into like the father and everything like this, but that's not, they want to perpetuate certain stereotypes. And then not only, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Not only do they want to perpetuate stereotypes, but then they want to, the further she goes along within this journey of putting her son in a position to be a professional athlete, then they're going to put them in situations where they are not really favorable situations. And it's all basically, in my opinion, it's all a setup. Like I said, this is not a criticism of this lady because like she make a ton of videos on Facebook and I like her, she has all good intentions and I like her videos, very positive. Son is well-mannered. And you could tell that her and her son are very close. And so people who are really like a predator type, they take advantage of the fact that, she want the best for her son. And her son wants to repay her by making her proud and then probably, becoming a professional athlete. And so along the way, like I said, it's a setup because they're going to put him in positions where as though they're going to use his loyalty to his mother to get him probably to do things that, that put him in a compromise and not, sign contracts or buy certain things or put him in a position where they know that it's really these situations going to backfire on him in the long run. And so, yeah, man, like I said, this is basically be careful. I think if you are a single mother and you want your kid to go into any type of entertainment or sports, right? It's just, you just got to be careful. I still think the best way to go is just really just education. It's not as, having be a professional, because it's not as glamorous as being an athlete or entertainer. People think, well, and you're not going to make the money, but in the long run, most athletes and entertainers wind up being broke in the long run, especially athletes. They say like after 5 years of retiring, most athletes are broke. I think it's like 80 or 90% of athletes go broke 5 years after retiring. So if you have a skill or a trade, that you can do all of your life, you'll never be broke. Whereas though football, basketball, and baseball, you can only make money if you're lucky enough to make money. You can only make money off of that there's a time frame, a window, whereas though you can make as much money as you can, and that money have to last you for the rest of your life. And you still have to learn other skills and other traits in order to be able to move into and go into the next chapter of your life. So it just is obvious, to me. I just think that education is the way, man. People just gotta stop steering their kids towards sports, and certain people, like wealthy people don't encourage their kids to be professional athletes, right? And I think poor people can't afford to steer their kid in that direction because in the long run, it don't pay off. Most of the time, most kids don't even make it to the professional league. I don't care if that's baseball, basketball, football, or whatever sport you have your kid playing. Or if you want your kid to be an actor, right? It don't most of the time it don't pan out. But let me play her video again, man, because like I said, Y'all should look this lady up on Facebook, man. She cool. Her video, she makes some really nice videos of her and her son.
It's good.
Yes, ma'am. Ma, I don't got a mic.
Oh, we're not gonna mic him up. It's just gonna be me by myself. Okay. He ain't gonna be able to go in no room. No, he ain't gonna be able to go in no room with him. No, What y'all got, a peephole or something? I can look through or what? Just he can pull up a chair right over here. Yeah, Zarge, go and get you a chair and sit over there. Which camera should I look in? This one, the one up top, or this? My name is T, and I am a single mom of a 10-year-old little boy named Zar. Well, wait. What kind of questions are we asking? I thought the interview was about me being a single mom. You, the producer, you came up with these questions. So I want to know, I thought the documentary was about a single mom and my routine and all that. Why you got these people asking me about my baby daddy? What is this? What kind of scam y'all running? So you do this.
Yeah, so, and just imagine how evil somebody have to be to take advantage of a single mother and in the long run destroy the life of and the relationship that they had between these two, the mother and the son. Like, you already tell her, like, her son, that's her pride and her joy. And if you watch their videos, you see that she take care of him the way like, that's her pride and her joy. And in the long run, man, these people just gonna try to eat them up and chew them out. This lady always giving her son good advice. She telling him about little girls and how when he get to a certain point in life and he's having success, how the little girls are going to target him and stuff like. Just go to her page. She on Facebook, but just go to her Facebook page and just watch some of her videos, man. But yeah, man, I just wanted to make this video just to show people that it's when it comes to single mothers, man, they these people are targeting them. So that's my take on it. Make sure to like and subscribe. Also, don't forget to leave a comment. And with that being said, man, I'm gonna check y'all out in the next video. Peace.